All right, am I live? Let's see if I can figure out if I'm live right yet or not. I have no idea how to check to see if I'm alive. If I'm alive. I'm alive. I have no idea to check to see if I'm alive. If I'm alive. Uh, let's see now. Am I following myself? No, I'm probably not. Oh, let's come down here. Oh, I'm just still trying to figure out if I'm alive. If I'm alive. If I'm. Oh man. Yeah, it's late at night. Let's see now. Oh, yes. I am alive. I am live. And nobody's watching me yet. So, well, in case anybody goes back and looks, right now, I got $50 in customer wrap rolls from supposedly somebody found them whenever they were cleaning out a relative's bedroom. And so I'm going to open a couple of these and see what I got because I don't know. These might just be, regular scents. I have no idea how long they've had them. But I'm going to open up a couple of them. And some of these are like in newer rolls. That's a newer roll. But a couple of these down here are newer rolls. But most of them are, like this one, pretty old. So I'm going to go through and open up 4 rolls and see what we got. And let's see if I can do this so that we can. Let's see now. Nope, that's not the microscope. That's a microscope, but let's make this a little bit bigger. Nope. Well, that's a lot bigger. Let's see if I. Oh, well. Well, we'll just start there. And this one here is taped together, so I'm going to go ahead and open it first. And let's throw them all on the ground. I have no idea how old these things are. I mean, like I said, they could just be from last week. Oh, here's 69D. And where to hide my that's a 90. 95D. 90. 82. Well, so put the copper ones in here. Let's go ahead and start looking at them. So we got the 89D. I thought that was a 69D. Okay. I don't think there's anything to look for on an 89D. So 82D, large date. And I don't think there's anything on the large date. I'm gonna There we go. Let's unlock this and make this a little bit bigger. Or actually, do that. Then we'll do the webcam and make it. Yeah. We'll do it about like this. That looks good. Lock those back in place so I don't accidentally move anything. All right, and this one is a copper one. 90. And get the dog hair out of the way. 88D. So these don't seem to like they're going to be very old. Getting out my cheat sheets here for pennies. 88D has the transition. And that's not the transition one. 90. Carbon spots. Yeah, the transition would have the G looking like that one on the 88. The 89. So a lot of these just are going to be zinc pennies and going to be going back to the bank. Okay, so I'm not going to feel bad about throwing the zinc pennies just back into the zinc penny pile. 88D again. So 95 is the newest we got. And again, the old, not the rare FG. 95D. This one has a double die. Supposedly in Liberty. And then God We Trust. I don't see any doubling there. No doubling near the eye or anything else like that. You can see where the zinc planchet's pulling away there a little bit, or the zinc or the copper coating. 85D. Nothing to look for here are die cuts or die breaks. That looks kind of weird. Huh. Unfortunately, weird doesn't mean rare or anything like that. It just could mean that could be after mint damage or it looks like that. I don't know what that could be. I'll set that on the side. 89. Nothing to look for here, just die chips and die breaks. That's just dirt around the 90. Again, I don't think there's anything rare to look for on 90s. Although that does look odd. Look that one up real quick. Variety Vista. We're looking for an, nope, that ain't 90. That would be 90 DDR. There's a DDR for the Philly one, but not for the Denver one. So does that look like that one? Here's another one. Maybe put them closer together there. Huh. I don't know. I'm going to set that one aside too. I don't know if that's just something with the... Yeah, I don't know if that's just a break in the copper coating there. I think's what that one is. And again, this one's a 1990D. No die breaks on the front. $8070. There's a D over D. Let's see if I can find out what that one looks like. What's this, an 87? Yeah, that one would be double die looking like that one, and this one isn't that. All right. No die cracks. I've ran into some that have die cracks up here in the air lining. And no cuds. 1990 again. Yeah, I'm beginning to think that other 1990s just a bunch of these. Yeah, that's just the copper. 83D. Yeah, there's an extra earlobe one. Yeah, earlobe one on this one. That does look like a... Those letters are much thicker than these letters are. The Variety Vista does not have a double die for the 1990D. It looks like it changes there on the W. Everything to the right of the W looks normal. To the left of the W looks elongated. I'm gonna That is probably very annoying. Ah, okay. Again, stupid copper plating. Back this up a little bit. 78 Denver. I don't know of anything on that one, but it's copper at least. Throw it in with the coppers. 8090. Yeah, for the 80Ds, I don't think there's 76. No cuts, no die breaks. '79 road rash. 75. '89D again. Oh, I'd like to say that one there would be a Woody, but I don't. I'm pretty sure that's after mint stuff. Just this thing being scraped against something. Now the copper one. And that one's a copper, 82 large date copper. 82 large date. Since I got the scale on. Also copper. '81. Doesn't look to be that circulated, but does look to be made from a very worn die. Another 90. I'm guessing at least this bunch was put up in the mid 90s. '89. Another '89. Huh, cool colors there. Must have been underwater or something a little bit. Yeah. Going through some of these really quick because I don't know of any known. $1992D. This one here could possibly be the close AM, but this one is not. '91. Yeah, that one's just gross. 80. We got another copper. But no known. Back's nice and coppery. Front is not. 72. There's supposedly a rotated D on this one, but I hadn't found anything to show me any and this one has some stuff growing on it. '70. The year Star Wars came out. '80-70. Oh, this one here could be that D over D RPM, but that does not look like a D over D, like an RPM there. '85 gross. 70-70. This one looks like it's been in a fire. So it looks like I'm going to get a lot of copper out of here, maybe. But it doesn't look like I'm going to get much else. Oh, sorry. Hey, somebody snuck in here. How you doing? Thank you. I appreciate that. Nick Silverstacker. I appreciate that. I'm not used to going live, so I'll forget where to look to see if anybody's actually in the chat. Yeah, the bank said that whoever turned these in, said they found them in a relative's room that they were cleaning out. They were rolled and they weren't going to go through them. And it looks like going through them is going to be a lot of just separating the copper. Another 70-70. Nikki Silverstacker. I'm going to have to go check out. I watch a lot of the Silverstackers channels. Like looking at the shinies. Although I hadn't been able to afford any of it since silver was $34 a ounce. But that one's all grody, so be more like that. Nope, it's the same. Somebody stopped in a little bit a while ago, but looks like you might be the only one now. I have no idea where to look on this interface to see how many people are actually in the chat. Oh, I got two. So there are two people in the chat. Yay. Yeah, what I'm going through is I just found a bunch of these, or the bank had a bunch of these pennies turned in. Somebody found them. Oh, wow. Bank had a bunch of these pennies turned in. Get that out of the way so turn in from somebody said they found them cleaning out a relative's room, or found them under their bed. So no idea how old they are. So far, the newest one I found is 95. This looks to be an all copper setting, but I might be wrong on that one. If I can get them out. Yep, I've seen a 64 in there, so this might have some older ones in it. 71. All right. Yeah, I'm just going through these trying to figure out if they're... and that one's in really good shape. Looks like somebody blew their nose on it. $63D. And I believe that double die would be there in the 63. Yeah. See what this one is. 66. And again, looks like somebody might have blown their nose on it. There's a couple of different double dies on this one. And I have no idea if that's a double die or if that's just die deterioration. Oh, where's the red stuff coming from? What did I say this one was? 66. Oh. Bringing it up on huh. No, I'd turn it the other way. Trying to compare this over to Variety Vista. Parts of it look the same, parts of it don't. No doubling in the eye. I should be able to see it right there in the B. And in the R, and there's no doubling in the on the back spine of the R and the B. I don't see anything there. What do we got here? Hey, Southern Corn Hunter. Yeah, it looks like these things are the newest one I found is 1995. This is a 1966. It looked like somebody blew their nose on it. I'm just oh God, and there's a piece of red thread that's getting in there somewhere, and there's nothing red around me, so must have came out of one of the. Let's see what the back looks like. Yeah, I think this is just dye deterioration on this one. But 1966, I'll leave it set to the side anyway. This is a second roll, 1969D. Clearly see the FG, so it's not the no FG. And yeah, first roll was mainly 95, was ones from 95. Most of them were from the 80s and 90s. 70D. Oh, no 70D. So just kind of going through the ones that I know have double dyes. I'm looking at them a little bit closer than the ones that. Oh, this was a parking lot one. 1970, so at least it's a copper parking lot one. Another 70D. '71S. I think there's supposed to be a double down on this one, but I think it's on the proofs. I don't see any doubling anywhere here. '60 large date. Yep, nothing there. Trying to decide if I want to go through and do all these on live because I got $50 worth of them. Or if I'm going to just go through and look at a couple of rolls here and then maybe do the rest of them and videoing it. 1971, there's a DDO for this one. Should be In God We Trust and in the date. See what looks to be some damage there in that one, but I don't. And yeah, this one looks pretty good except for carbon spotting up there. Yeah, this roll, the first roll was mainly 80s and 90s with a few of the 70s in there. And this second roll seems to be off from the, like I said, 71, I think, spending, or 70. Now, is that machine doubling or. Okay, I'm going to get this. Extreme close up. I can see doubling there. Like on the D and on the S. Well, let's look this one up again. Oh, what was this one? 1964. This was a 1964D, right? Yeah. Oh, God, now I'm throwing pennies in the floor. I don't know if well, guess it'd help if I got this. Looks like it's at the top on the doubling on the 64D. So I'm thinking that's machine doubling. I might set that out. I might hit that one with some water or something, see if I can clean it off a little bit. Get a better look at it. And of course that one's worn right where the doubling would be at. Another 60D. I don't think there's anything on the back on this one. Guess they call them rare cents for a reason. And 64 has a DDR also. Of course, someone to find a DDR, it's going to be on one that looks like it had been thrown across a parking lot, not. Yep. That one's in really good shape. Really hate throwing that one in there. But 71S. Oh, yuck. 70S. I think this one's more along the slime in the ice machine lines. 1963. So I got one roll that was pretty much older ones, one roll that was newer ones. So this looks like we might have like about 20, 30 years worth of rolls here that could be anything from question is, are there any truly older ones in here anywhere? Is there any chance of getting wheat pennies or am I just going to increase my amount of copper coins? Oh. $1970D. And all the cents I've gone through, I still haven't found a cut on one of them. And nothing there looks doubled. There's a DDO for this 1969S. 68 Denver. Nope. God, whenever you get them in this condition, it's like, how do you tell if there's a DDO or not? 69D. Yeah. I think this would be a no FG. Nope, it's there. Yeah, it looks like these things might have gotten wet at some point in time. This entire roll seems to be copper coins. Just not really great shape copper coins. And I guess I drove off everybody. No DDO on this one. $69D. Yep, see the no FG. Has a floating roof. 68. Yeah, as soon as I get done with this roll, I'm probably going to do the same thing. I'm surprised I got up to 4 viewers at one point in time. And got to take the dog out again. Yeah, it's one thing. Being an introvert, I'm not good at vamping. Wow. But yeah, so I got one entire roll of copper, one entire roll that, or one roll that was only like maybe 5 coppers, and then one roll of entire copper coins. Nope. But yeah, if you got to go, you got to go. Oh, cool. Not sure. All I've been doing all month is I've lost like 3 subscribers in the last 2 months. But like you said, I probably need to do this one or the last one. Oh, an off-center strike. Yep. To a week. Yeah, I guess since I got all these cents, I can. Okay, now is that the 70 small date or the large date? I think that one's a small date, isn't it? Gotta always have to look that one up. Have to figure it out by how the oh, the 70S is the only one with the large date and small date. Okay, yeah, sorry. Oh yeah, I'll run into a lot of those. I don't think they're worth anything though. With the little railroad tracks for the rim. Unless it's enough to get I mean, as long as it has a rim all the way around, I or basically the rim would have to be into the God, what is it? Into the design somehow. I can see this one here is thicker on this side than it is that side, and I'm whistling now. Hey, I'm just a whistler. No, I don't think it's a 74. I think the 82 has all four have a small date and a large date. And the 60s do. 1960. Yeah, this is 72 Philly, isn't it? Yeah, not the DDO there. And my luck, if I find a DDO, it's going to have some crap like this on it. I got this many more to go. That one's not the DDO. Yeah, there's that double rim again. But if you look over here, it gets up to the T's and stuff like that, but that could also just be die deterioration on these things. That's still thinnest over there, thickest over here, which would mean thickest over here. That's a little bit off center. I just don't think it's enough to mean anything. Stick it up here anyway. Something to look at later on. Huh. No, I was just looking at the book here, and it doesn't mention anything on 74 having a large and small dates. Over here it mentions the 70, 60, or the 82. 82 is easy to find, and the 1960s large and small date. Oh, sorry. I keep doing that. Holding up a book and then not showing anybody, but it has the 60, the 70, S, and then the 82. But it doesn't have one for the 84 or 74. But I will look into that. I just hadn't seen the 74 listed anywhere. God, just everything from the early 60s just looked like the dies have been beat up. Had the bejeezers beat out of them. Yeah, it's almost midnight here. I guess it's about the same time where you're at too, huh? All right, I'll Google it. We'll definitely look that up. And 70S again. Yeah, but I think the DDO and the 70S is on the proofs. It's not on this one, either way you look at it. And the slime machine one. Yeah, can't see anything on that one. Well, I went through two of the rolls. This is what the wrappers on them look like. It's the box I put them out of. There's some of them in here that have newer wrappers in them, but there's only a couple of those, and then most of them are all the older ones. And then this box here is all the older ones, because I just went through and put all these in here because I didn't take boxes up there with me, or else I would have had two more boxes of these things, because they have had $100 turned in. But these are the zinc ones. Oh, from the first roll. And the second roll was all copper. So I think I'm going to have just a mix of stuff. Yeah. Yeah, that's what I thought. All right. And then, so I think that's it. I got to get to bed because I got doctor's appointments tomorrow. Hey, fun. And then, might do this again tomorrow night. And then, Thursday night, I got to be in Galveston for a Christmas party. And then, so might do this tomorrow night or Wednesday night. One of those two. And then, oh, like I said, Thursday, I got to go to Galveston. Yeah. Yeah. I don't know. Getting poked by needles and then questioned by people that are slightly younger than my underwear are about my condition. It always sounds like so much more fun than work. Oh, fun of being taught or treated at a medical school. But yeah, I think I'm going to hold off the rest of these until tomorrow night. Or since it doesn't look like there are going to be any really old ones, I might just hold off. And then if I find some old ones, I will maybe set those rolls aside and do those live on air. If I can find some rolls of wheat pennies or something like that out of here. But other than that, thanks for stopping by. Guess we got 2 viewers here now. But yeah, like I said, I've just been going through pennies that were in rolls like this one right here. I don't know when. The oldest one in this roll was a 1971. This one had up to 95 in it. So this is just somebody cleaned out the room from a relative. I don't know if the relative died or got put in a nursing home or what, but they had $200 in pennies under their bed. So it's just, I got 50 of them. I'm picking up the other $50 in tomorrow. So I will be having fun with that for the next couple of weeks. And I'm also going to try to get some more halves and do some other things, but I'll just do those to put up instead of doing live. So, well, have fun at work tomorrow. And I will have fun at the doctor's office tomorrow. Yay. And I will talk to y'all later. I'm going to go ahead and sign off and take the dog out to do his duty and go out and get a shower and everything, get cleaned up myself, and then go to bed. So I will talk to y'all later on. Thanks for stopping by, and I appreciate it. Good luck.